So good morning to all of you, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone joining us on Facebook and live stream. To those whom I have not yet met, my name is Terrell Cowieson, and I'm the Senior Director of Internet Leadership at the Internet Society. I'm so excited to be here with all of you as a host of today's 25 Under 25 recognition ceremony. Thank you for making time in your day. To kick us off, I'd like to welcome Kathy Brown, President and CEO of the Internet Society, without whose support this program would not be possible. From the time Kathy joined the Internet Society, and as we celebrate the 25th year, Kathy has been a constant champion and driver of ensuring we engage the next generation of Internet leaders to have an active voice and seat at the table. It's my privilege to introduce her.
Well, good morning, everyone. You look all ready and chipper, even after a wonderful celebration last night. To everyone online, this is the Internet Society's 25th anniversary, and we're celebrating a milestone, celebrating both the induction of our Hall of Fame heroes who have been around for a very long time later this afternoon, and this morning, our induction into the first 25 Under 25 program of these wonderful people who are here before me. We wanted to use this special occasion to shine a light on everyday heroes who are making the internet work for their communities and for everyone. So it's a special, special morning. And I just want to say something to all of you as I watched you last night in a room full of luminaries, of all the grown adults who have done so many things, and you stood very confidently and spoke very clearly and very truthfully about what the internet means to you and to your own development and to the world. I just want to say this to you because I watched some of you with clear voices and with a little shaking hands. I want to say one word to you: courage. So courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is doing it anyway. And that's what I saw last night, and that's what I think inspires us to no end, is your courage. And after that, your ingenuity, your creativity, and your just drive to do things. You give us great confidence that the future of the internet is in very good hands. By recognizing your work here today, we hope to encourage other young people around the globe to become actors for change and to use the internet as a force for good. It's important that every one of you who is selected through this process is recognized for your outstanding work, whether or not you are able to join us here this morning. Unfortunately, we had 3 awardees who could not participate due to a variety of reasons, including various visa restrictions. The internet is a way to overcome these barriers. That's why it's so important that today we're having a global conversation at Intercommunity to connect people and ideas around the world. I encourage our awardees to appreciate those who have blazed the trails before you, many of whom came this morning to see you get your award. The opportunity to network with these folks and the early internet pioneers is a pretty special opportunity, and you should take it with gusto. These young innovators will take up the mantle to help us figure out how to preserve the privacy of internet users, how to make the internet more secure, how to connect the next billion people, how to protect each other online, men and women alike. The Internet Society supports many programs that help young people build their skills and to make sure your voices are heard in the important conversations about the internet. Thank you for your excellent work in making a difference in your communities and in our world. We encourage you to build on this momentum. You are the future, and the future is now. Thank you. I turn the program back to Terrell.
Thank you, Kathy. So I wanted to start with a few questions for all of you. How many of you have experienced this sound? Raise your hands again, please. Okay. The good old days, right? So did you feel that sense of anticipation again? You know, that euphoria, that sense of euphoria when you actually finally did connect? For those who may not be familiar, this was dial-up, and it was how connections to the internet were made before broadband. And how many of you remember having a phone that looked like this? For those on Facebook or live stream, this is a tethered phone with a cord. I asked my 14-year-old daughter about this. Had she seen one? And she said, well, of course I've seen one at Grandma's house. And of course, Grandma now only uses an iPhone. And finally, how many of you have experienced waiting until 8 p.m. or 11 p.m. to make a long-distance call? A few hands. For those of you that didn't experience this, can you imagine waiting to make a call because there's a different per-minute rate at certain times? So wow, things sure are different for many of us today, and it's truly not that long ago. Thank you for that. Before we get into the ceremony and introducing our phenomenal awardees, I have a story to share about my life before the internet. So this is me at 2 months old with my mom and dad. 3 weeks after this photo was taken, my father left India for the United States to create a new life for his family. For 3 full years, we never saw him. During that time, we were unable to make the long journey to visit. There was that rare phone call, which cost about US $4 per minute, probably about $25 per minute now. Our only option to regularly communicate during this time, was via airgrams, which typically took 10 to 20 days for delivery. So can you imagine how much transpired in someone's lives from the day they sent a letter to the day the recipient read it? Fast forward 3 years. And here's a picture of my mom and I in the early 1970s in Mumbai, leaving to join my dad in the US. There was no internet that so many of us know and now accept as part of our dailiness. So I had not seen my dad, rarely heard his voice, and could still not fully read what he had written in those priceless airgrams. As my mother says, my dad was essentially a stranger to us, so there was quite a big adjustment period for all of us. Fast forward again to today, where many of us don't question our ability to stay connected with our loved ones. We can take it for granted. And now I'm here in front of all of you. My journey now includes being part of the Internet Society team, where we are committed to helping shape tomorrow for others. That said, we cannot forget about the billions who are not yet online. And of course, we're all working together to change that, including some of our Internet Hall of Famers and our 25 under 25 awardees today. And at the same time, the internet is being used in ways that could only have been imagined by the innovators, pioneers, and connectors, some of whom are in this room today. My dad would be amazed. And that is why I'm so excited to be with you here today. This technology is being utilized to change lives, and these 25 young awardees, plus 3 honorable mentions, and their initiatives manifest what is possible with passion and dedication. I'm thrilled to be part of this with all of you. I think you will be humbled and inspired by our awardees, if you aren't already, having spent some time with them now. And so without much further ado, I'd like to introduce our 4 presenters who will announce our awardees. Would you each please stand and wave hello after I introduce you? Announcing our first set of awardees will be Mr. Richard Barnes. He's the Chief Security Architect for Collaboration at Cisco, based in the United States, he's an IETF appointee to the Internet Society Board of Trustees. Like several of our 25/25 recipients, Richard is an avid proponent for internet security. Before joining Cisco, he led security for the Firefox web browser and helped found Let's Encrypt, currently the largest certificate authority in the world. Welcome, Richard. Our second presenter will be Ms. Olga Cavalli. Olga is an Internet Society board member and internet leader whose work has been fundamental for enhancing a relevant participation of Latin America and Caribbean in internet governance. In 2007, she co-founded the South School on Internet Governance, which has granted more than 2,000 fellowships for attending intensive training in 9 different countries of the Americas. Since 2012, the school is also open to the community through remote participation, hosting thousands of attendees from all over the world. Welcome, Olga. Our third presenter is Dr. Yvonne Marie Andres. Yvonne is the founding director of Global SchoolNet, where her vision is to engage all educators worldwide in collaborative learning by 2020. She was named one of 25 most influential people worldwide in education technology for her innovative e-learning projects involving 5 million students from 194 countries. She's the creator of International Cyber Fair and the U.S. State Department's Doors to Diplomacy program, and she currently serves as co-chair of the U.S.-Russia Social Expertise Exchange and education director for Global Forest Link. Our final presenter, based in Sweden, is Mr. Walid Al-Sakaf. Walid is a member, sure. Walid is a member of the Internet Society Board of Trustees. He's originally from Yemen and is a software developer, an internet rights advocate, and a senior lecturer with a passion for a strong and open internet that users can use to promote democratization and free speech. He is also committed to promoting innovation in technology youth. Welcome, Walid. And finally, I'd also like to introduce Ms. Evelyn Namera, who will be helping me with handing out the medallions after each awardee is announced. Evelyn is one of our Internet Society Next Gen leaders and a policy fellow at the Internet Society. Evelyn, will you stand and wave? Well, you're already standing. Oh, wave hello. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Richard to come on stage. Richard served as a member of the 25/25 selection committee. All of the selection committee members are in your program. But he will also give an overview of the criteria before moving on to the first set of awardees. We're honored to have your support, Richard, as we celebrate these important accomplishments.
Thank you, Terrell. So welcome everyone here in the room, welcome everyone on the live stream. We're glad to have everyone here for our really exciting program this morning. I've been honored to be part of this historic gathering and celebrate the Internet Society's 25th anniversary in this 25/25 program. I'd like to start by sharing some background behind the selection process for this 25/25 program. Earlier this year, the Internet Society announced a call for applications, which resulted in hundreds of responses coming from 6 continents and more than 90 countries. As a member of the selection committee, I had the privilege of reading many of these applications, and I was really impressed and inspired by the incredible work being performed by young people around all corners of the earth. Our final 25/25 awardees have met our selection criteria, which are as follows. They're using the internet to make a positive impact. They have a commitment and passion to make a difference in their community. And their ideas can be implemented around the world. And of course, they have to be under 25 years of age. 25 or younger, we'll give them that. Okay, so let's get started. Let's announce our 25/25 awardees, followed by the honorable mention recipients. For the awardees, when your name is called, we'll ask you to come up to the stage and receive your recognition medallion from Terrell. For those in the audience here, there's further information on each awardee in the program brochures that you had on your seats. And for those coming in via the internet, there's profiles that can be found on the Internet Society website. So with that, let's begin. Our first award recipient is Mr. Adam Galloway from the United Kingdom. Adam is the driving force behind a new social network based on the fundamental principles of online freedom, privacy, and security. Thank you, Adam. Mr. Aka Harvey N. from Cameroon. He co-created an application that provides real-time insight to detect and predict road accidents. Mr. Akshay Makar from India, who designed an e-commerce platform where artisans and rural craftsmen can sell their handmade crafts for sustainable income. Mr. Alec Foster from the United States, who strengthens student movements by combining campus-based organizing tactics with the Internet's decentralized structure. Mr. Ash Ball from Australia, who empowered fellow youth to stand up against online hate and prejudice. Ms. Asha Abbas from Tanzania, who overcame culturally taboo issues to create an e-health education platform for adolescents. Mr. Augusto Maturin from Argentina, who created virtual common spaces in which citizens' opinions and their representatives' proposals could converge. And now to continue, I'd like to invite Olga Cavalli to the stage to announce our next group of awardees.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos días a todos. Thank you. It's a tremendous honor for me to join you today. Hello to those of you here with us and to those of you following us from all over the world. And welcome to this very impressive 25 Under 25 Ceremony Award. Our next awardee is Mr. Bidemu Basil Mutai from Uganda. Bidemu has pioneered a mobile app application that connects local farmers directly with buyers, increasing their ability to profit from their crops. So congratulations, Bidemu. Congratulations. Well done. So our next awardee is Vidyavati Meher. She's from India, and she modernized the local cultural tradition of handloom weaving by introducing innovative technologies. Vidyavati was unfortunately not able to secure her visa. Accepting on her behalf is her mentor, Ms. Anshal Mittal. Well done, congratulations. Our next awardee is Cynthia Padilla. Cynthia is from Honduras. Bienvenida. Cynthia created an e-learning platform to teach computer skills to local youth in remote regions. So next is Diego Cordova. Where are you, Diego? Diego is from Guatemala. Hello. Diego enabled open source educational materials on the internet to be available in local classrooms. Great done. Well done. And next we have Farah Abdi Farah is from Somalia. She has given a voice to refugee and LGBT issues by using the internet to share her personal story. Unfortunately, Farah is one of the third that couldn't make it to be with us today. So we will make sure that she received her award, and we will give it to her and where she is. Next awardee is, sorry. Next is James Beaumont from the United Kingdom. James uses social media to build an online community of awareness, support, and understanding about a chronic illness. Well done, James. Next is Jasmine Falasquer. Jasmine is from Costa Rica. Bienvenida. Jasmine develops a web-based marketplace that enables social and economic development for women. So we have met a very, very nice group of exceptional young people. So I will give now the invite Ms. Yvonne Marie Andres to present the next group of awardees.
So global greetings to all of you here and all of you that are listening on the internet. And it's such a wonderful opportunity to be here with you celebrating these young individuals. Let's continue with our next awardee, Ms. Juma Balda from Gambia. She challenged the social stigma about gender and IT by providing technology education to all girls. Next is Ms. Kate Akanam from Nigeria, who developed and empowered young women by using the internet to promote education and literacy. Our next awardee is Ms. Kate Green from the United Kingdom, who provided educational resources to help those participating in online health communities to protect their data. I just love having all these women come up. Ms. Linda Patino from Colombia, who used ICTs to advance human rights such as gender equality, internet safety, freedom of opinion, and democratization of knowledge. Okay. Mr. Mariano Gomez from Mexico, who created a wireless network to connect his isolated community to the world. Oh, who is unable to join us today, but I'm sure he's watching out there somewhere. But we accept the award on his behalf. Congratulations, Mariano. Next awardee is Miss Mary Helga Akanga from Uganda, who supports economic development by providing women and girls with IT-related mentorship and skills training. And Mr. Natik Mehta from India, who is connecting people with disabilities to employment opportunities in the technology space. Thank you. Congratulations to all of you, and I will now turn the program over to Mr. Walid Al-Sakaf. Thank you.
Well, it gives me great pleasure to continue on inspiration with another set of wonderful people. I'll start with, Nilay Kulkarni from India, who conceptualized and designed software for a tool to reduce risk of stampedes in crowded gatherings. Then we have Paula Corterial from Brazil, who is encouraging young people to protect themselves and their peer safety, cyberbullying, and cyber stalking. Then we have Purnima Migamana from Sri Lanka, who is helping prevent cyber harassment of teenage girls through education on internet safety. We also have Valentinos Tsikas from Greece, who created an algorithm designed to identify fake news with high accuracy. I think we need to talk later. And now I'd like to transition to our 3 honorable mention recipients. As Richard mentioned, hundreds of exceptional applications were received from for the 25 under 25 program. However, not all of them made it, but there are a few that had actually exceptionally been recognized for their very prominent contributions. And so I'd like to now begin with the names. And I'd first start with Makia Jawed from Pakistan, who has raised awareness about e-health solutions and ICT-enabled treatment options throughout low-income communities. Then we have Parker Woods from the United States, co-founded a foundation that improves internet quality, connectivity, and affordability in rural areas throughout the Arctic region. Parker was not able to join us in Los Angeles. However, his brother Fletcher will accept the award on his behalf. It just shows that not only is it developing countries that have issues, also developed countries. And then the final person to announce today is Radwa Hamid Suleiman from Egypt, who created an app that provides sustainable employment opportunities for refugees who constitute over 65 million people. So thank you, Radwa. So congratulations to all our awardees and honorable mention recipients. Now I'd like to hand over back again to Toral. Thank you. For closing remarks.
Thank you. Okay. So thank you to Waleed, and thank you to all of our presenters. And congratulations to all of these tremendous awardees. Let's give them another round of applause. Your work exemplifies what is possible. While your stories are as individual as they are compelling, they share a common theme: an unwavering passion and commitment to solving an identified problem, and dedication for using the internet to shape tomorrow in your communities. Thank you for taking the internet and making a difference. Moving forward, and as I mentioned to you in my original correspondence, I wish that while you come here as individuals, that you leave feeling part of a global community and family who can spark action in others. How are you feeling? Yeah? In closing, I have some acknowledgments. First, a thank you to the internet pioneers, connectors, and innovators in this room and around the globe. Your spark made a difference in my life, and clearly so many others. Thank you as well to our board, the selection committee, and I'd like to give a special call out to Professor Kleinrock, who's in the doorway there. Thank you. And so many others who believe in fostering the next generation of leaders who are building the internet of opportunity. And for a program like this, it really takes a village. Thanks to the dozens of ISOC team members and others recognizing the program brochure. What all of us are experiencing today is only possible because of your contributions. And finally, a personal thank you to everyone in the audience here on site and watching remotely, and to my family, particularly my parents. Thank you all very much.